She is. She hit a 5-iron in, almost pulled it off, but it just hit the bank of the bunker and jumped into the bunker itself. Ball sitting well. Needs to get this up quickly.
So Charlie's in there tight. Looks like she's going to go to 19 under. And Jeeno, who had the lead going into the final round here last year before Lydia Ko caught her with the final round 6.
Get brutal leave.
Powerful player from the Philippines. She's got difficult, delicate shot coming up as we go back to 8 and the birdie attempt for Jeeno. Remember, Charlie is in there, as you can see the coin just a couple of feet away for birdie.
And Jeeno just doing Jeeno things. Omnipresent at the top of the leaderboard, it seems, week in and week out. And it's just because she's so darn consistent. Her mistakes are few and far between. This putt slightly downhill.
And so now Charlie is going to have a virtual tap in. Just take a 2-shot lead. Mel, it's the first event for Charlie since the 8.
Into the deeper rough, so that may be okay. Still won't be able to get quite as much spin on it.
Soft fairways early in the week, almost overcooked. Now, here's Jeeno on the tee.
I think players by now would know that going over those bunkers that you see from the tee that are on the right-hand side is really a good line, because the fairway does open up more on the right, and for the longer ball hitters, they can carry the bunker, particularly with this up tee. That also less than driver.
A little bit more up the right than where Charlie's shot was.
Left of her ball. As it is, a good clean lie ball, maybe just a titch below her feet, and a slight downhill lie. Pink grip, 9-iron.
I can see Jeeno with that one-handed follow through, but considering this week it just continues to get warmer, so it's tougher to get it close to the holes. It's tougher for those in the back to chase because there are not as many birdie opportunities around this golf course. So it's really those few at the very top of the leaderboard, and it's going to come.
Make a birdie here at this 9th, and that's where Jeeno Thitikul has a look at birdie.
Because she's hit it towards the back of the green, this is a very fast right to left breaking putt for birdie. I think she's going to have to be a bit tentative with this approach. Oh, good line.
That was an excellent stroke, Kay. Just really nice and compact, wonderful acceleration through the putt, while still, I'd say any human in this type of situation would feel some nerves. That doesn't mean you can't accomplish what you want to accomplish. It just means that you're feeling a little bit of those butterflies.
Just a little bit left here for Jeeno. She was there with the lead on the 71st hole at the last event on the LPGA schedule 2 weeks ago in Boston.
Curve to that golf ball, but ends up the left side of the fairway, so a little shortens the hole a bit over there.
Now Jeeno.
Jeeno also done a good job of minimizing bogeys, just 3 coming into today, but she did have a bogey at the 2nd hole after birdieing the 1st. Clean scorecard since.
Another beauty.
A lot of clubhead speed there with that wedge.
It'll be interesting to see what Jeeno does, and eventually Charlie. This from 106 versus 142 that Chisato had. So just a little sand wedge.
Mm-hmm.
You want to be left. You want this coming down. I like it like 2 or 3 yards.
Two really good ones, and now
Stroke, the fact that it got past the hole. You always watch when people are under pressure in contention. If they keep the same speed up with their putts, or if they start to get a little bit tentative, and there was no tentativeness there to Charlie's first putt.
how about Jeeno for birdie?
This is an ideal look for birdie. It also just slightly uphill, has a little bit of right to left movement. My read on this putt would be inside right from this length.
Just love the way she sets up to the ball. Everything very square, eyes right over the ball. Very simple, compact stroke that's exceptionally effective.
Best player in the world, best putter on tour, and now within one of Charlie Hull. Now within one, Jeeno Thitikul at 11.
Interesting tee shot because you want to favor the left center. Fairway tilts left to right. Players cannot see the landing area. They can just see the crest of the hill. Yeah, that looked pretty nice. You never know for sure where it ends up.
It's the speed slot, Kay.
And now Jeeno.
Ideal positioning from the right side of the fairway. 5-iron, and she hits her irons very high. Needs to carry this at least 5 paces on to ensure you get past the fault's front.
Smart ball flight's a huge advantage here.
Struck that beautifully.
Oh, she landed it about 3 feet short, Kay, and gets rejected.
Yeah. Oh, man. 25.
It's going to leave a much tougher shot from right there.
That had the makings of something special, it looked
I
like.
think it's just under.
I think she can believe it.
Kind of, I think, if anything, a couple of yards.
All right. Third shot at the par 5 11th for Jeeno Thitikul.
Off an uphill lie, 8 paces to the edge, another 6 to the hole.
That'll be a tap-in birdie for Jeeno to get to 19 under. Charlie. And the final group at the par 3 12th, Jeeno Thitikul.
Wind picking up a little bit. Was hurting, now more left to right. This is a 6-iron on the way. Playing left of the flag. Everything should feed right.
Not going to hold, coming in with that 6-iron. Green sloping away, carried it a little bit too far, but chipping back up the hill there.
Makes the shot from Yamashita look even. Second shot at the par 3 12th for Thitikul.
Chipping out of some shorter rough, but the grass going against the shot.
That was a bit odd the way that came out of there, Kay.
It was one of those lies that I think looked better than it actually was.
Big moment here. Charlie's going to have a putt for birdie. Jeeno's got. And now Thitikul for her par.
Yeah, this was surprising. I mean, it probably could be a little frustrating for her, Morgan, having struck a quality iron shot, ending up as far over the green. Difficult chip, now having to grind and sink a putt just, well, about a pace inside of what Charlie just had. At least she got a good read off of Charlie's putt. Knows she can maybe hit this just a teeny bit firmer and play for that left to right break.
If anything, She said earlier this season she was having a tendency to miss these a little bit on the low side.
Oh, doesn't miss there. What a huge putt from the top-ranked player in the world to stay one back.
It looked very ho-hum, very matter.
Big par save at the 12th. Now Jeeno on the tee at 13.
Yeah, can be a little more free with this tee shot. Oh, she crushed that.
For a player who really said earlier this week that she was not feeling very good about her driver, kind of surprised her how she was playing. It's a...
All right, so now Jeeno.
And that just a very smooth sand wedge from 107 yards.
Very controlled golf swing. We've seen her do that all week, that little 3/4 type wedge so far.
All right, so the roles reversed here from 12 at the 13th with Thitikul a chance.
Much easier putt, uphill, a little left to right.
And leaves it right in the jaws. Charlie with a par putt coming up. Jeeno with a major to her credit as well. Jeeno on the tee.
Starts a stretch of very challenging holes. This one's ranked 3rd most difficult overall. Driving this towards the TV tower in the distance. Fairway tilts right to left.
Taking a lot of pressure off these hard holes, Morgan, with great tee.
Hole today, and that was an example of how firmly that one landed when you're coming off a bit of a downslope. Harder to get it to stop to this elevated green, Kay.
And this green has been in the sun all day. It's getting firmer and firmer. It's a luxury to be able to come in with a wedge like Jeeno. See if she can get this to spin a little bit.
Yes. One of the best we've seen at this par 4. So Jeeno Thitikul, one of the 24 different winners, and said back then that she was talking to her dad, if I ever won one event on the LPGA Tour, it would be amazing. And then she got 2 that rookie year, and now she's got 5.
There's been a lot of talk this season about her not having captured a major victory yet. But I go back to her performance at CME Group Tour Championship, which feels like a major. It was a $4 million putt that she made there on that final hole with absolute nerves of steel. She's got all the tools in the bag. And most importantly, the one between her ears as well. She's just a fun personality.
She has a penchant from coming from behind. Did that in her first win. The rally there at CME that you talked about, she goes eagle, birdie, trailer, near make.
I do think that being at this position in the leaderboard, she had, what, a 2-shot lead as she made the turn, but it really does keep her mentality to the aggressive side and still keep firing at flag sticks and really just making sure she gets every putt to the hole.
Teenager when she got to the LPGA Tour. As was Jeeno. And now Charlie, 29 years old. Jeeno still just 22. And this to take the lead outright.
Jeeno shot a 64 out here on Friday, and that included a 30 on this back 9. So comfortable with scoring low on the second 9. This putt, similar to Chisato's in that it's downhill, putting almost from the opposite side that Charlie just putted from.
And Jeeno takes the lead for the first time today to 20 under par.
Those 2 left to righters, the one she made to save par on 12 was huge, and that was very similar putt.
Now leading it by 1, Jeeno Thitikul at 15.
Wanting to take this down the left side of the fairway. Might have overdone it. Needs a good bounce.
The clock thickens. This is where Jeeno Thitikul's tee shot has come to rest. Kay, have you had a look?
Hold, please.
I have, and it's not going to be easy by any means. The ball is sitting down in some very thick rough. It's very inconsistent with a larger clump behind the ball. In addition, the ball is above her feet, and the wind feels like it's just starting to pick up, hurting. She needs to ensure she carries this 130 yards to cover the water and get to the front of the green.
Barely cleared it yesterday with her second.
I wouldn't be surprised if this is a little right here.
Exactly, Morgan. That's going towards the bunker.
Yeah, that was just kind of where she had to go. Didn't want to flirt with anything around that penalty area. Has some green to work with.
Jeeno in the bunker. Let's see how she handles that one, up by 1. Leading it by 1. Jeeno Thitikul from the bunker at 15.
Ball sitting down just a touch in the ball rut. How good is this?
We just replayed
Wow.
her win at...
A little awkward for everyone, especially the player causing a lot of the commotion, huh?
Well, especially there's not a lot of leeway around this green. And I feel for Chisato, because she's the kind of person that doesn't want to cause a negative distraction, but her errant shots have created a couple of rulings. Now Jeeno from just inside of 2 feet.
Okay,
really
so
good 4 from where she drove it.
big save from the bunker. Jeeno remains in front by 1. They head to the par 3 16th. Can Jeeno become the first repeat winner of 2025?
Group has slowed up quite a bit because of Chisato and her rulings.
The top 2 already over on the 16th tee. Jeeno getting a number.
I definitely feel like in general...
In 15. Yeah, it's been, what, 4 hours and 20 minutes to play 15 holes. And there, of course, you have the reachable 18th, so that's got a bit of a backup as well. And now, Thitikul, after the brilliant bunker save, she's going to have the honor still. And this hour of Top Tracer Technology, presented by Progressive Insurance.
This par 3 is so challenging. It's the hardest par 3 on the course, and all the par 3s are really worth a second think and require some great shot making. With this hole location all the way to the back right side, it's very tough to get close to, particularly when you have a 6-iron in your hand like Jeeno does.
Should set up nicely, though, for her IK. She switched earlier this year after coming back from Asia in the spring to hitting a fade, but oh, this looks like it's drawing.
Yep, no fade there. That's pretty close to yesterday's hole location.
That's where she really needed that fade. That's going to be a tricky putt.
This is going to be a demanding 2-putt. Really not thinking about birdie at all from this distance and what she has to deal with. She's on a lower part of the green, putting back uphill to the little shelf where the hole's located. It's a small shelf. Plus she has a significant amount of left to right break to deal with. So putting that all together is gonna be very difficult.
It's been the hardest green to putt today. Highest average number of putts.
But
Awfully
as we
good.
see from her so often, Grant, the more difficult, the better she plays.
She makes it look easy. We mentioned this at the FM Championship. She's played 80 LPGA starts as a member and has 51 top 10s. Just a staggering number.
Just been a struggle, especially on this back nine today. Disappointing day for Chisato.
And just enough left for Jeeno to take care here.
Never can take these for granted. That's why players work so hard on their basic routine, making it the same, whether it's a 1.5-foot putt or a 30-footer.
Okay, 2 holes to play. The tough 17th, the par 5 18th reachable.
You can get lucky in these fairway bunkers and be in the middle with a flat lie, or very close to one of the fingers or lips that come out. That's unfortunate.
Of course, Jeeno doesn't know that, but here she is.
She had a similar thing here yesterday, Kay, where she chased through the fairway on the left side as well.
Well, that's dead center to start. How it lands and chooses to kick is another part of the equation.
Yeah, that's a little bit further right. Should hold on. That is way down there. Huge advantage.
See who's going to go first here after all. Jeeno.
Yeah, Jeeno, this is, you couldn't ask for a better shot into this tough hole location. She also has a pretty level lie. Maybe just a smidge downhill, 118 yards.
Continues with that
little three-quarter shot.
swing.
Yeah, that's a money shot right there.
16. What do you reckon? What do we want to land it?
That with her
12.
opponent in trouble.
Tiny bit in, isn't it?
Smart play there.
I like it. Yeah,
It's not quite match play as we see.
Person. And it's like she just enjoys being in the heat of the battle, and whatever happens, happens. I mean, she's lost her fair share of tournaments, and in her young age has won. So I don't think she lives and dies on every shot, but she just enjoys executing. And this putt, Morgan, is like 25-footer uphill with a little left to right break.
Okay, I feel like a little bit earlier in her career when she broke out with the wind so early, felt like she struggled with some of the expectations that were thrown upon her, especially from back home in Thailand. And I feel like she's really learned to embrace that and embrace these tough moments and knows that she can rise to the occasion.
2 putts might be enough to take the lead here. It's going to be a par for Jeeno. Charlie Hall is going to have a par attempt from just off the green. I don't think Jeeno thinks any lead is big enough after what happened at Evian. Grace Kim making eagle to tie her and force a 2 par 5. Jeeno is going to go first. And again, you go back to the Amundi Evian Championship. She had a 1-shot lead on Lottie Woad, a 2-shot lead on Grace Kim, with whom she was playing. Jeeno made par. Grace made eagle. Grace, that miracle, wound up getting the victory in a 2-hole playoff. Jeeno would love to take any of the drama out of it with a great 18th hole here.
Morgan, you predicted that it very well could come down to this last hole, as well as that difficult 17th. Whoever navigated that one best, and Jeeno was the winner at 17. So looking to get a good strong drive down the left center.
It's interesting, Kay. Just it's almost the bigger the moment. Whereas some players might tend to speed up or change their rhythm and tempo, Jeeno almost slows down her heart rate and is just able to execute time and time again.
Well, that's going to be an A1 drive right there, because she has a full look at the left half of the green where the hole's located. And this is not over yet. She has 196 yards, while Charlie only has roughly 140 in with that aggressive line off the tee. This is a 5-iron, trying to land this 185-ish, just past the front.
We've seen if it lands on the front of the green, Kay, it takes a huge hop.
Drifting right.
And there's the hop.
That'll settle back to where we saw Lottie 2-putt from.
It's going to get a little closer. Here it comes back toward the hole. And that's a good 10, 12 feet or more. And Charlie Hull. And we said it when the week began, Morgan, 28.
Always helps as well, and just the stars showing out this week. Exciting golf course. I just love the way the golf course is designed. It's both great birdie opportunities as well as just really clutch, tough par 4s coming down the stretch. A lot of excitement.
Two global stars. Jeeno makes her home in the Dallas-Fort Worth area when she's in the U.S. from Thailand. Think about what's...
Yeah, it's impressive what Charlie has gone through this season as well. I mean, you think struggles that she had at Evian, then hurting her back after that, then rolling her ankle and having ligament issues. So she's really, she said, pain is just in the mind.
Yeah.
Not entirely sure that's accurate.
When I was younger, if I fell over, my dad would say, "Did you break anything?" "No." "Well, just stand back up." I'd say, "Okay, fair." Always been that way. Jeeno, of course, had a thumb injury at the end of 2023 and had a delayed start to 2024. But now, as you saw earlier, Jeeno with a chance for a third multiple win season in 4 years out here on the LPGA Tour, at a time where it's never been more difficult to win. Jeeno has a chance. Kay, what do you think about this putt?
I think there is a chance, but it's a slim one to throw this in the hole. It's a lengthy putt, close to 50 feet. Quite a bit of right to left break, and the thing is, the higher you play it, the more it's going to gain speed and snap left.
If it falls in, she wins. It's a good putt, but it's not in yet. And so Charlie is going to have, okay, it's going to be on the putter of Jeeno Thitikul. Give us a, and that does move her into the top 10. Well, before those heroics from Grace Kim, there was a putt for Jeeno Thitikul on the 72nd hole at the Amundi Evian Championship to win it. Just missed, and then the fireworks continued. Now this to wrap it up.
Must be an inside left putt here. She's been so brilliant with this putt all day.
Oh my word.
She just powered that through the break.
That's not in. She's still out.
Morgan, huge shocker. She's been money on those putts.
She just absolutely crushed it there, Kay, and it really wasn't an outside the hole putt anyway.
Well, if you're going to hit it that firm, you got to go dead center. Now she's got to recompose herself and just get this in the hole.
Charlie just a couple of feet away, if that, for birdie. Unbelievable. A 4-putt from #1 in the world.
#1 putter on tour. I'm shocked. Wow.
And now Charlie hole. And this to unwrap it.
I'm still in shock, Grant.
Jeeno is too.
Charlie.
Plumb bobbing from 1.5 feet, 2 feet.